Hi everybody, this is Abby with Scrappin' Abby, and I am back with another project to share with all of you. This is a mixed media canvas that I just created for my design team project with 3 Girl Jam. This is going to be live on their blog on Tuesday, April 16th. And before I get to showing you guys the canvas up close, I just wanted to kind of share with you really quickly all the products I used. On my personal blog post for this project, scrappin-abby.blogspot.com, I'll have a full product list on my personal blog. On the 3 Girl Jam blog, I'm only going to be listing the crinkle ribbons that I used, since this is for a design team project. So the 3 crinkle ribbons that I chose to use for my project, the first one is the daffodil. And I'll hold this up for you. And if you guys have never used 3 Girl Jam crinkle ribbon, you need to. It's awesome stuff. Julie does a fantastic job of making the colors, and when you order the same ones over and over, they're consistent, and she just does a really good job. And this is the tuxedo, the black, and then the next one I chose to use is the Aqua Splash. And here's the aqua. I like this. I love on her crinkle ribbon. We try to find that edge right here. You can see that really, I like that darker edge on the seam binding. It's really pretty. So I thought these 3 colors together worked really well together for this project. And this is actually going to be a gift for a friend of mine who is also a co-worker. These are the colors of her house, and Port is her last name. That's what you're seeing there. So she doesn't know about this yet. I'm going to give it to her on Monday. The post goes live on Tuesday. That way she'll see it before she checks it out on my blog. And so for just some of the flower I used was this from Mona Me Gabby. There was 2 in this pack, and I picked just the one to use. And then the paper collections I used, the first one, I used a mix of them, but the first one is from Basic Gray. It's Lucille. These are all the 6x6 pads. The next one is Basic Gray Serenade. And then the next one after that was Teresa Collins. It's the Vintage Finds. Really pretty papers in these collections. And then My Mind's Eye. Let's see. Looks like it's the Memorable collection. And then the last one is Glitz. It's the Vintage Blue. So all of those paper pads I used for the paper for the base of the canvas. And just to show you quickly, these are the papers I used from each of those collections that you're going to see in the canvas itself. So there's that. And then the last thing, I'll go through with the stamps really quickly. This is from Tanner Bell. It's Hello Hexagons. And I used one off of here. It's the My Mind's Eye. This is the one I won from convention last month. And 7 Gypsies. I used the beautiful stamp. And the Tim Holtz, I used that corner piece right there, and I'll show you on the canvas for that. And then out of this one from Glitz, sorry for the glare, my window's right behind. And if you hear somebody talking, it's my 17-year-old son outside my door, so hopefully you can't hear him through the door. And this is the stamp I used for texture on this project. And then the stamp for the alphas on the canvas, I used the Adorn It in the black foam. And these are another find I picked up at convention for only $1 for this pack. So those are the products I used. And now I'll go ahead and show you guys the canvas up close. Oh, also this is holding my canvas up. I used this Mod Podge to put the papers down. And I think the only 2 things I didn't mention or show was this little item here. This is I got this at Walmart, and it's let's see, it's Snap and Style, and it's an acrylic accent. And then these 2 little black blings right here, they're from Want to Scrap. So those are 2 other things that I didn't put on there. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show you guys the canvas here. What I did is I just took an 8x10 canvas, and then I selected the papers I wanted to use, and then I went ahead and inked them with some yellow ink and some aqua ink, chalk inks. And then I went ahead and Mod Podged them onto the canvas. And then I went around on the edges afterwards and added some more of the paper. And I did some stamping for some texture. You can kind of see along the sides there. And then I have these, I didn't bring them over here to show you guys, but I picked up these 3 little mini canvases, this canvas, and then the pack of this one that the name is on. These were in my haul from Michael's. I just did a video on that on Thursday or Friday of last week. So you guys can check it out to see what I picked up from Michael's if you'd like. So I just used those. My friend Alicia Port, she has 3 kids now. They're 16, So she's got 2 teenagers and then a 4th grader. So I wanted to have a spot here for her to put her 3 children, and then I made this canvas here. I put Mod Podge after I put all the paper on all the canvases. I wanted to have a bigger photo mat here so she could have a place to put a family photo of all 5 of them together. And then I made these little flowers with some of that crinkle ribbon, as you can see. Put some black bling in there, wrapped it around. She can slip a photo underneath here with no problems. And then I wanted to mimic kind of that old school vintage, you know, like on the wall where you would have in like a Victorian home where they would have photo frames and mirrors hung on like on a ribbon or something like that. And that was kind of my idea with using the tuxedo on the back side of this one here. So it's kind of laid against the canvas, and then these 3 are supposed to, you know, be hanging off of that. And then I just did some stamping. This is from the, I think that one's from the My Mind's Eye. I use a little finger. Let me get that out of the frame. Just kind of like pointing at her 3 children. And then I have the word beautiful stamped down here on a piece of the cardstock. And then, you know, saying that her 3 children are beautiful. And then this little accent that I already showed you guys before. I'll show it up close. It's really pretty. I got this for like $1 at Walmart in one of my clearance hauls I talked to you guys about in another video. I thought that was really pretty. And then you can kind of see throughout on the background of the canvas all the different stampings that I did just for, you know, texture. You're not really supposed to see the actual, you know, text and stuff on there. It's just kind of more for texture than anything, kind of a visual thing. And then I took some black craft paint to that Mona Me Gabby flower, and then just kind of painted it a little bit to accent it. And then I tucked some more of that really sweet crinkle ribbon underneath here in the sunflower, or excuse me, daffodil, and the Aqua Splash. And then these are just the foam letters. I chose to keep them just black just so they kind of popped off the page a little bit, or the canvas. And then I tied some more of that daffodil crinkle ribbon around the letter. And I think that's pretty much most of all the different techniques and layers I have on there. I'll kind of show you guys the canvas again here a little bit slower so you can see it. Sorry if my voice is kind of raspy. I'm still kind of having this cold thing hanging on. It's not leaving the Henderson house. My husband's sick today too, so I apologize if I sound kind of raspy. Anyway, so this is my project, and I'm pretty sure Alicia's gonna like it. I hope she loves it. And I knew I wanted to make this for her when I was kind of laying out the different colors and papers and stuff, and I was like, I wanted to make a project for her so she could have it in her house to hang on her wall. So again, I'll show you this side. You can see kind of the dimension of the different little mini canvases. So this is a fun way to use those little tiny canvases too. You can use them on layouts, you know, obviously on a larger canvas like I did, you know, so it's a lot of fun to do. So again, this was a design team project for 3 Girl Jam, and I'll put a link to their blog as well as a link to the store so you can go check them out, and then go look at all of the amazing different colors and bundles of crinkle ribbons that Julie has put together. And then she's also coming out with some new releases too. Us on the design team have already seen them, and they're amazing. I can't wait to get them. So you're going to want to make sure you check out the blog and keep your eyes out for when that's going to happen. And also like 3 Girl Jam on Facebook too if you haven't already, and follow them on Pinterest. I'll put all those links to that below in the comments of my video, so, or in the description. So thanks again for checking out another Scrap and Abby video. And again, this will be live on the 3 Girl Jam blog on Tuesday, April 16th, and then I'll have a post of this as well on my personal blog, scrapand-abby.blogspot.com, with a full list of all the different products and, you know, additional photos and close-up of all the different techniques and stuff that I did on this canvas. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.